What's up, y'all? How you doing? Welcome to another beautiful training day out here in the Ozarks. Now, in a couple videos before this, we've talked about working around the price of ammo, because, guys, this stuff is expensive no matter how you slice it. I don't care if you're a weekend amateur or a professional shootist. Guys, ammo is expensive, and there's no end in sight to that. So another little trick I like to use, at least in my own personal life, to kind of beat the price of ammo but still get that live fire rip in, is take a full magazine, or in this case, partial magazine, because I've been working off of this one. But you can take a full 30-round magazine, say for your AR-15, and just use that one magazine as your ammo supply for the day or for the range session. I know this sounds a little redundant, because, 30 rounds, what value can you possibly get out of that? Well, guys, some of the most feared military forces in the world, I'm talking like the Viet Cong, I believe the Taliban did this, a lot of insurgent groups throughout history have used a technique very similar to this to hone their skills to the point that they were, again, some of the most feared fighting forces in history because they didn't have much to work with. They worked with what they had, and they got really good at working with what they had. So, guys, what you want to do is you want to take a full magazine like so, and a couple of empty training mags, or maybe in your last range session, you did a couple of mag dumps. Don't refill the ones you just went through, because this is where this comes in handy. What you're going to do is just strip a round out of that full magazine, or in this case, the partial magazine, insert it into your training magazine, and actually in this case, I now have 2 magazines with 1 round each. That's a 1R1 drill. So take these 2 magazines, or in my case, I do have a spare training magazine. I actually have several of these for my classes. But strip the rounds out of your full mag, put them into your training mags, and use that as your ammo ration for the day. Guys, you can do a lot of work if you know what you're doing with just 30 rounds. You can do 15 1R1s. You can do a few failure to stop drills, 10 of them if you're really careful about it. You can do transitions all day long if you incorporate a pistol into this, because you can do the same thing with your handgun. You can have 1 mag of handgun, 1 mag of rifle ammunition, and that is your ammo ration for the day. Guys, I know this sounds a little silly, and yes, it's a little poorish for all you elites out there, but guys, like I said, ammo's expensive. You gotta work with what you got. And if you're working with a limited supply, you gotta make the most of that time, the most out of those reps, get the most training value that you possibly can. This has been your 30-second training tip for the day. Stay frosty out there, my friends.